Nikola Vucevic is one of those guys that the next generation of weirdo NBA stat freaks are gonna look back on and say, how the hell was this guy never getting any amount of recognition? Because statistically, this guy has given us an entire career of very impressive numbers over a decade plus time. You want to know the list of NBA players to ever average 10 plus boards a game in 10 plus seasons? It's 13 people long. 12 of them are literally top 50 all-time players, and one of them is this square-headed freak. Statistically, Vooch has gotten it done every single year for well over a decade now. He's just been doing it for the post-Dwight Magic and I guess the post-D-Rose Bulls. Was that the last time they were good? This guy turned himself into the face of mediocrity. And my, what a square face it is. Unrelated to anything else, but get a load of this ice cube of a dome. Can I even call it a dome? It's fucking not. 13 years into his career, and Big Vooch is creeping up on 1,000 regular season games played. 16 total games in his career have been played in the playoffs. Chicago gave him a big time payday. They clearly have no future laid out for their franchise, and it looks like this guy's career is going to follow the same trend that it has been for over a decade now. But putting his magnetic attraction to forgettable teams aside, what else separates Vucevic from the all-time company he finds himself alongside in the stat sheets? Well, while he's technically still getting 10 boards a night, even as he approaches his mid-30s, has there ever been a point where this guy has been regarded as one of the league's premier board getters? Has his identity ever been tied to battling for boards? Not really. And he can score, too. In years past, he gave teams 20 plus a game, utilizing his strength, size, smooth post-up game, and unique three-point shooting ability. But was he ever considered an elite scorer? Never in a million years. Before the rise of Jokic and Embiid, the NBA suffered a quote-unquote death of the center position, and Nikola Vucevic was just right there the whole time. Nobody cared, man. No one will ever care. He is a boring, forgettable, honestly useless basketball player. Maybe Vooch himself wasn't ever strangely attracted to mediocre teams at all. Maybe he carried the mediocrity around with him, like a deadly disease decimating the hearts of fans rooting for a wilting rose of a team. Nikola Vucevic always at the helm, steering their team downwards. But this year, not even the numbers worked in Vooch's favor the way they had in years past. As a designated spot-up stretch 5, this guy shot 29% from behind the arc this year. That's not mediocre. That's shit, especially when it's a defining part of your offensive bag and you're playing on a team in desperate need of spacing. Check out this game where Vooch attempts 7 threes and misses all of them. Or how about this one, 2 months later, where once again he gives Chicago 7 attempts and this time makes one of them. Baby steps, I guess. I don't know, if I was a Bulls fan, I'd be infuriated that this was the guy we poured our future into and locked in long term. What direction could this move possibly bring you? Maybe Vucevic has something more to offer on an actual respectable team where his role is a bit more precise than just, hey, go out there and huck up as many shots as you want to justify us paying you tens of millions of more dollars than you're actually worth. But he's not even a sought-after asset in the trade market. This is what he does. This is who he is. He's the mediocre man massacring mediocre markets. He lives and breathes this shit. It was what he was put on this goddamn earth to do. And so long as there's an owner or GM stupid enough to be fooled by flashy 20 and 10 numbers, he'll be doing exactly that for a long time. This was the year I think I came to my senses and just outright said, enough is enough, okay? Have another 18 and 11 year. You think I care? You think I'm obliged to put you in the top 50 for that, motherfucker? What do you take me as, a fool? A casual? You can't trick this guy. Enjoy the low 80s. Ugh.